Welcome back. We're the Swinging Light. I'm Doug.
And I'm Rachel.
All right, we are finally here. We're at the top 10 of our top 100 movies of all time.
Top 10. I'm excited.
I know. Me too. So let's get right to it.
All right.
My number 10. I have watched this movie. This is the only movie I have watched in the theater 3 times. Like, probably more than once, really. I think I usually see a movie in theater once. I'm done. Mm-hmm. I went back and watched this one 3 times. I loved it so much. And I loved it more for the comedy over the horror. This is Zombieland.
Really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You told me about that. You took different friends with you, too, didn't you?
Yes. I came out, I was like, oh, this movie's so good. We got to go. And then they're like, okay. So I took somebody else. And then I took somebody else. And it's just a great movie. The comedy's there. It had me laughing.
The gore is extreme.
Yeah.
In that movie.
The kills, everything about it. It's such a good movie. I have not seen Zombieland 2, and I'm most afraid to because I don't think it will live up to the hype of the first one. But I'll break down one day and watch it. But it is such a good movie, and I'm actually shocked it hit number 10, but I'm not surprised as well.
Well, I mean, if it's the only movie that you actually went back for, yeah,
right. So anyway, my number 10 is Zombieland. That would do, Pig.
My number 10 is my favorite alien movie of all time, and it's Alien Covenant. And it is actually the prequel to all the aliens, and I absolutely love this film. I think it was beautifully done. I love the character in it. He's not who you think he is. The movie keeps you guessing. It just took Alien and did a completely different spin on it than, what the Sigourney Weaver and all the previous ones had done. And it leaves it completely open-ended, and it's just wonderful. So my favorite alien movie of all time, not surprised it made my top 10. So number 10 is Alien Covenant.
All right, number 9. This is the first horror movie we saw in theater together. This is Final Destination Bloodlines. This is by far the best out of all of them, clearly, because it hit my top 10. Mm-hmm. And the kills, the story, everything about it. I even tried to destroy the plot to find something wrong, and I couldn't. Everything about it had the comedy, it had everything, and it's just a really good movie. And I would watch it over and over again. Like, everything about it was great.
And it was so special because we saw it right when
on your birthday at midnight.
Turned 42 on my birthday at midnight in the theater. It was a last minute thing after we had dinner at the Haunted House restaurant in Cleveland. Yeah. It was just perfect. And it was, I had the best Final Destination kill ever. So yeah. I agree with that.
So my number 9 is Final Destination Bloodlines.
And my number 9 is Sinister. Wow. When I saw this movie, I'm a huge Ethan Hawke fan. And, we know that he can do things across the board and play all kinds of different characters. And he's been in multiple horror movies, even since this. But Sinister, holy crap. I mean, that movie starts with a mass murder.
Yeah.
Hanging a family. I mean, if that doesn't get your attention, I don't know what does. And then, as you go on, you realize it's this author trying to rebuild his life with his family. He comes across these 8mm tapes and watches these horrific deaths on them. And, it reaches the children. It has a demon involved. It's actually, I've witnessed that the kills in this movie have reached multiple different media platforms as the worst kills in cinema history. So very graphic, very scary, bone-chilling movie. So my number 9, obviously, is Sinister.
All right, number 8. You mentioned this already. This is the original Children of the Corn.
Wow, scored that high?
I watched it as a kid and just everything about it. I love the music, the names in it. I like all the names that are in the movie. The whole concept of the story, I just think it's great. And
Stephen King again.
Yeah, it is a really, really good movie.
Yeah.
And I was actually shocked to find it was Linda Hamilton as the mother.
Yes.
Years later. I did not know that.
You mentioned that, and I didn't realize that as well. I would love to view it again.
Yeah. But it's a great movie. It's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I've watched the other ones that came after it. And
no comparison. But we did buy like the little movie, replica.
And I had to have that. I had to have it. I need that. But so anyway, my number 8 is Children of the Corn.
And my number 8 is Saul, the original. Met, Lee from it. He signed a little picture for us. Says, "Oh shit," which I didn't know that he actually wrote that film until Doug and I met him at Horror Hound Weekend.
And you didn't believe me when I told you that. I was like, I had to like IMDb it. Look.
We had to Google it. But anyway, so it was really cool to meet him. Love the Saw franchise. I mean, that original movie, that was just, it took horror to a whole new level. I'm actually surprised that it made number 8 and not higher for me. I have seen it numerous times. Will continue to watch it over and over again. Love the ending. Love the psychological. It was a slow burn at times, but when it was hard, it was hard. And it just made, I really love the idealism of Saul that you should value your life, always. Don't ever take it for granted. You never know when it's going to be the end, which Final Destination in a way does as well. So my number 8 is Saul.
So my number 7, this is one I had figured out early. It was suggested to me to watch, and I already figured out who was who and what it was what. And they were shocked that I figured it out so early in the movie, but this is Frailty. It is such a good movie.
It is good.
This is one I tell people to watch. I'll ask them, how religious are you? Because I have got this movie for people and then they're religious and they will not watch it. But I think it's a great movie if you can just take your religion out and just say, this is Hollywood, this is a movie.
Right.
Some people can, some people can't.
I'm impressed. That you figured it out early. I can't remember if I did or not, but I just remember it being a scary, good movie.
Yeah. It's such a good movie. It is definitely worth the watch. And I will watch this movie a lot. If it's ever on or anyone wants to watch it, I will watch it with them. It's that good of a movie. So my number 7 is Frailty.
My number 7, which you just recently watched with me and we did a video on, was The Descent. I know.
Wow.
I can't believe this overcame Saul and Sinister, but it did in this, program or whatever. But I love The Descent. It's gory, it's crazy, it's scary, it's got its imperfections, but overall, I mean, obviously it resonated with me, and I was so happy when we pulled it out of the horror movie cards to share it with you. So I'm not sure if maybe it was like a recent rewatch that, I shared with you that the reason it scored so high on my list, but number 7 was The Descent for me.
Wow. I'm shocked. All right, my number 6, you've already mentioned it. Sinister. It is such a good movie. It is
Scary as hell.
the kills in it. The lawnmower scene.
Oh, that's one of the worst.
It's a good one, and I'm actually disappointed that I did not realize there was a second one out because I would have watched it in a heartbeat.
You will.
And yeah, I definitely will now. I want to rewatch the first one and then watch the second one. But yes, Sinister is a phenomenal movie. So that is my number 6.
My number 6 is VHS Viral. And I know that VHS has hit my top 100.
Is that all of them?
No, it's not. Actually, I haven't seen Halloween, which is the newest one. And I'm not sure that I got them all in there. But this Viral was literally VHS on steroids. And there were parts of the anthology that blew my mind. Like, if you can blow my mind and disturb me, you're doing a good job. VHS Viral did that. So without spoiling it, I just want everybody to know it made my top 10.
I gotta watch all these.
Yeah. This was my favorite one. VHS Viral 2014. It was the newer one. So they made a Halloween one. I have not viewed it yet. It's on my list, obviously. But so number 6 was VHS Viral.
All right. Number 5. Oh, we're in the top 5.
Oh, boy.
This one I watched as a kid. There's one scene on it that it took me years to be able to watch the kill because I had to close my eyes. And this is Child's Play. I had a My Buddy doll and, you know.
My buddy,
but
buddy,
I just,
my buddy, my buddy and me.
Yeah, I just, having been a kid, having My Buddy doll, watching this movie where it looked almost the same, except for not red hair, it was brown.
How old were you? Do you remember? I know your mom was really into Chucky, which I think is cool.
Probably 6, 7, maybe
young.
younger. When this movie came out in '88, I mean, at least 5.
Yeah,
5, 6. So
because we're the same age, so
right. So it just, and I was scared. And when he does the execution of that one guy, and I cannot. That's the scene I cannot watch. I watched all the other kills, no issue. That one I could not watch, and it took me a couple years to be able to sit down and watch that kill. And I remember, like, okay, I have to watch it. Like that was, but I remember that kill not being. I could not stomach that one. So it wasn't even that bad, but for some reason,
right. So that reminds me when I was a young girl, and it doesn't even make my list, but I just kind of want to throw this out there. I was watching Cujo. I snuck it as a child because my parents knew I was sneaking horror movies. So eventually they were like, we're going to let you watch them, but we want to know what you're watching. And I snuck and watched Cujo. And when they finally got out of the car and got into the building and the dog breaks through the window, I turned it off and I did not watch the end of that movie for probably 25 years. And finally watched the end, and she just kills him, and it's over. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like that whole. I was so revved up. Another Stephen King movie. Yeah. I was so revved up. I understand what you mean. Like when you get to a point and you watch it as a young child, you just like, I can't finish it. Yeah.
Well, I finished it. I just closed my eyes during that one. I probably covered almost. I just remember not watching it, and I watched the rest of the movie. But even recently, we were talking about it with the elevator when we were helping Adam for AdamCon. When that elevator, it's that old elevator where you pull the gate down, and I just remember like sitting there. Every time I go in that elevator, I think of that's an ugly looking doll. Like that's the only thing that goes in my mind. But it's such a good movie. I love it. I will always love the original Child's Play, and actually got to go see Robert the Doll because of the stories of that's what he was, or Chucky was, originated from, which isn't true, but it's just a good movie. So
you've seen a lot of haunted dolls and shit.
Yeah.
Ooh. But
yeah. So anyway, my number 5 is Child's Play.
My number 5, and this might surprise people, It's The Invisible Man 2020.
You keep saying I need to watch this.
Oh my God. This movie it takes a lot to really put the fear in me and scare the shit out of me. This movie did it. And it might not necessarily be like a slasher, gore, paranormal, whatever, but it basically is about a woman in an abusive, controlling marriage. And this guy is a genius and an inventor and has basically found a way to torment her invisibly and frame her and make her life a living hell. And it stars Elizabeth Moss, who I love. She's been in so many things, in horror movies. But I'm telling you, if you have not seen the remake of The Invisible Man, you need to see it. You need to. I've been telling Doug, like, we need to see this movie. Heart pounding, gut wrenching, absolutely terrifying. I mean, scared the shit out of me. So that's why Invisible Man 2020 made number 5 for me.
All right, number 4. This is Saw. It's that good of a movie. I mean, I did not see the ending on this coming, and
I don't think anybody did.
And when it
It's kind
did,
of like The Sixth Sense. We didn't predict that one.
And when it did, I was just like, oh wow, you know, like everything about it, you know, the suspense, you know, when I was thinking I was figuring it out, then you know, you realize you're not. And then to realize that I would never figure that out. Like, it's such a good movie. The meaning behind it, I think it's obviously it's the best one, and the other ones don't even compare to me. Like, no. I've seen them all in theater, and they just I don't know.
This is an example where the OG will always reign supreme.
Yeah, the other ones they do well, but nothing compares to this because that shock isn't going to be there as it was, but. The original Saw is my number 4.
I'll never forget it. I actually think I was like looking at the screen. I might have cried, and I just thought about it for days afterwards. Like when a horror movie is so good and you just sit there and you just reflect it and reflect it and reflect it. And it was definitely one that I reflected more than most.
One of my friends actually is he hates horror movies, and I was like, you have to watch this one, and he refused, and he finally gave in, and he loved it, and he actually watched a lot of them in theater with me because of that original movie and how good it was.
Yeah. So my number 4 is the original Scream. Of course, you know,
just 4?
Yes. There's 3 that beat it, which is surprising. I love Ghostface. I saw this in the packed theater with my boyfriend at the time in 1996. This is when horror came alive again for me. Like, I've always been a horror fan or whatever, but it had been a long time since anybody really breathed, you know, visceral life into horror again. And Wes Craven did it with Scream. You know, that opening scene, watching the whole movie in a packed theater, I'll never forget. It was an amazing experience, and I've enjoyed it every time I've viewed it since. Enjoyed the series. Continue to enjoy to see what's next. I mean, after, 20 years, 30 years? I don't even know anymore. So, Scream is number 4 for me, the original.
Number 3, top 3. This is one I saw the end in theater. I remember my grandma taking me into the movie theater and sitting down because we were there to watch a different movie, but somehow we got into this one at the end before we went to the other one, or the other one played. I don't know how I got there. I was young. Pet Sematary. I walked in when
you saw this in the theater?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. And I remember
I didn't know that.
So the end of it. So
Oh, okay.
when Zelda turns around and she is going, Rachel and whatever, and that's what I saw. I didn't see the beginning. I saw like probably the last 10 minutes of it in theater, and I'll never forget it and wanting to see more. And then once I finally got to watch it, I was hooked. I mean, it's a good movie. Everything about it was great, and just read the book last year for the first time, and it's just I want to rewatch the movie. I want to rewatch all of them.
You watched the remake.
I
Or
watched
the newest,
the remake was on the top
version
100. It's like 90 or 80.
Yeah.
It was up there.
Bloodlines, I
Well,
believe.
Bloodlines sucked.
Yeah, there was one before that was remade. So there was a remake, and then there was Bloodlines.
Right. The remake with the 2019 version did make my list.
There is nothing like the original on this. Once
Yeah.
again, the original will always reign supreme.
And there's also 2 and 3. I've seen both of them.
I have not seen 2 or 3.
Oh, they're pretty good. But
Yeah.
I've been a big fan of Pet Sematary since. So anyway, my number 3 is Pet Sematary.
I can't wait to hear your top 2. My number 3 is Final Destination Bloodlines. This movie, like you said, was damn near perfect. I mean, in the whole way I experienced it, and, being with you on my birthday, one of the best Final Destination movies of all time. I'm already a fan of the series. It had the best kill. We even met Richard Harmon and got, a picture and it's signed and took pictures with him, and I just loved it. It was almost perfect. 9 out of 10. Easy. So for it to score number 3 on my top 100 so far was not a surprise.
Yeah. There's a scene that it's happening in the background of that one where they're talking and she's like, this could happen and this and
on the street.
Yes, and she's like this and this.
I
and this.
predicted that.
And then it's as she's saying it, it's all happening behind her.
Yes.
And she don't see it, and I caught it near the end, obviously when it's a little more evident that it's happening, but it was all happening in the background, like she said.
And I pointed that out to you. I was like, this was already happening, and I had foreseen it happening because I've seen them all, and you hadn't seen them all at that point. You'd only seen 1 and 2. You hadn't seen like 3 through 5, and I was like, I pointed that out already. You're like, oh my goodness, yeah, it is already happening, and. Oh, the graphics were amazing, and just...
It's a great movie.
360. Awesome. If you haven't seen it, watch it. So.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure you know what my number 1 is.
I know what your number 1 is.
So what's my number 2?
I don't know.
All right. My number 2... This is a toss-up between number 1 and number 2, and I know what number 1 is. So when this got, which one's better, Barbie wanted to click this one, but I knew I wanted to, my number 1. This is 13 Ghosts. I think this movie is so good. The background stories, everything about it. I have, like, on the DVD, you can see all the history and the story behind each one. I watched all of that on the DVD. Just the story itself. Yes. Everybody teases that they're going to come out with, a story about each one, and it's not going to happen. I mean, it would be great if it did, because
they should. It was such a great movie.
Yeah, such a great. I haven't seen the original, and I want to see the original. That one I need to.
We view the original together.
And but this is obviously the remake. It's just a great movie. Everything about it. I just love this movie. So I'm sure you've already seen it. It's one of the best. So anyway, 13 Ghosts is my number 2.
And my number 2 is the Texas Chainsaw 2003. And like you with Zombieland, I went back, and this is the only movie that I paid to see in theaters 3 times. because it was so damn good. I just loved it. Loved the characters, loved the gore, loved Jessica Biel, loved the final girl, loved the story. It just took the original and made it 100 million times better. Like, it scared the shit out of me. I just love everything about it. And I will continue to watch it over and over and over again. But it is the only movie ever that I have gone back and witnessed in the theaters 3 times. So my number 2 is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003.
All right. Number 1.
Oh, number 1.
You already know what it is.
I know what yours is.
Yeah, it's obvious. The Lost Boys. I've watched it so many times. I listen to the soundtrack a lot.
Soundtrack's great.
And I have seen this many, many times. I just remember the Cry My Little Sister song. I play that constantly. It is such...
That's the sex scene, of course.
It's such a good song.
It's a great song.
And I remember playing it one day. I was playing at work, and someone's like, "This is on the radio," and I'm like, "No, it's just it's on my playlist." It's just a good movie. I mean, when the kills are happening, the screen just turns red. Like, it just is so good.
It's one of the better vampire movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, and I cannot talk about how enough. In fact, we went to Santa Cruz Boardwalk
on your birthday.
On my birthday, because of this movie, and you want to make sure I was there. So it was great, and I don't know if the only thing that could beat this movie would be 13 Ghosts. I don't think there's a movie that will come near to knocking this off the top of my list.
Well, hopefully we've only lived half our lives, so we could continue to watch, and we'll see if something will beat The Lost Boys.
I don't think it's possible.
We'll continue to do a top 100 every year, and we'll see if it stays at the top.
I don't even have that. Well, we don't have anymore. The Santa Cruz, the Vampire Mouth.
Oh, we have it.
I know. Usually it's up there.
Yeah.
So it's up there on other videos.
It'll be there.
It is such a great movie. Yep. So my number 1, The Lost Boys.
And my number 1, and it'll be really hard to beat this one for me, is Evil Dead 2013. I have seen this horror movie more than any other horror movie I've ever watched, even over Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because it is perfect. It is shocking. It is in your face. It is ugly. It's just amazing. Best final girl ever, which actually this is the actress that was in Don't Breathe. I had misspoke in a previous video. It said it was Resident Evil. No, it is her. And I watched it, never in a million years thought it would be my favorite horror movie of all time, and it takes the cake. So, I mean, it's just me. Right. And I actually bought original artwork from an artist at AdamCon recently of her coming out of the cellar. I thought about getting it tattooed at on my body at one point. Glad I didn't. But I am so in love with this movie. It is just disturbing and perfect, and I will always watch it over and over again. And if you haven't seen it, you need to see it. So
I saw it in theater.
Yeah, I didn't see it in theater, sadly.
Oh.
Sadly. I probably would have been back for it multiple times, but I own it, obviously. So number 1 for me is Evil Dead 2013.
All right. Comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our picks. And also, we would like to know what your top 10 horror films movies are. So leave a comment with that as well.
We would love to hear your recommendations. And if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. And check us out on our other social media platforms.
We're The Swinging Light. I'm Doug.
And I'm Rachel.
Until next time,
keep the light on.